Hello, my love. Welcome to the extended reading for Aries and the person they're thinking about right now. Going to get the outcome for this energy. What is the outcome for Aries? The World, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So yeah, you are creating the world of your dreams. You're getting a lot of good luck right now and good karma. Right? You're a magnet for attraction and, celebration and fun. You want fulfillment, right? You could be wanting to travel, but, just celebrating life. You could be feeling, more passionate or spontaneous right now. Like you want to have fun and you have a captivating energy. You could be desiring something new here. This could be a new work endeavor or, a new financial opportunity. What is the advice, please? Temperance. Justice. And Tower. I have Libra and Sagittarius energy. I'm getting to prioritize meaningful, balanced connections. Over quick thrills or a fling. That could just bring disaster or chaos. Right? Embrace your comfort and your sanctuary, your home. You could be wanting to, like I said, clean or cook a healthy meal or just cleanse your home, cleanse your energy. Right? Not allowing any upheaval into your life or chaos. What is this person's intentions with you? What is their intentions with you? Queen of Pentacles, the Fool. And Strength. So I have Aries, Leo, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This person wants a new beginning, right? I'm getting that this person is gaining the courage and the confidence to start something new here. They see endless possibilities, right? Fun, spontaneity, optimism. They want this healing, nurturing, loving, kind energy, practical energy. And this person is drawn to your confidence and to your leadership. I'm getting that when you're together, you could feel the adrenaline, like an adrenaline rush, right? But you want to focus more on genuine connections, right? Something that's truly meaningful and mutual, something that's grounded and nurturing and practical. What were their intentions in the past? 8 of Wands, Page of Swords, and Judgment. So this person wanted fast forward movement. They wanted change. They could have been manifesting, a quick response or a quick, movement forward. But Someone had to make the judgment call here. You know, about a new phase or, you know, just starting something new here. I'm getting that it was too fast. Things just, you know, were trying to happen too fast. 3 of Wands, yeah. Someone could be, you know, just talking and planning about the future, but I'm getting that things just went too fast and not in a healthy way. What does this person see for you in the future? Queen of Swords. Well, 9 of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. So this person is passionate, you know, or they want passion. They want to take inspired action here. They want to go on an adventure, you know, and they could see you as a wish come true. And, you know, that they're satisfied here or satisfied in this energy. They're content. You know, but I'm getting that, you know, there needs to be either a tough conversation here or there, you know, there's someone that needs to be cut off or cut out of this person's life. Needing, you know, clear boundaries. You know, this could just be having a tough conversation with this person as well. I have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What does their soul want right now? What does their soul want right now? King of Wands, 10 of Swords. And the Lovers, yeah. They want this love. They want harmony, union, partnership, passion, excitement. You know, but something needs to come to an end. There's a lot of pain here, a painful ending, deep wounds, betrayal. What does their heart want right now? 6 of Wands. King of Cups. And the 5 of Cups. So they want victory and success here. They want love. They want, you know, to balance their emotions here. They, you know, they could be wanting to be recognized for something that they've done or just, you know, be in the spotlight. But they're feeling regret and sorrow. And I'm getting this is because of, you know, this could be because of someone from the past or, you know, children here. But they feel like a failure. They feel like a disappointment. They feel lost. They feel grief. So they're being pulled back and forth, back and forth. Is this person healing and growing right now? Ooh, they're stuck in mental imprisonment. This is keeping them trapped. Negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. So this person has a hard time growing and healing because they stay in looping thoughts, over analysis paralysis. What lessons are you meant to learn from this person? 7 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the 3 of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. I'm getting that, you know, this person could be your shadow self, right? They could be a mirror, but I'm getting that they're meant to show you how far you've come. They're meant to show you that you have gotten your ish together. You got your ducks in a row. You've done a lot of work here. You're persevering. You've come a long way from this shadow self, right? From addictions, attachments, temptations, self-destructive behavior, right? You're now collaborating with like-minded people, working well with other people, right? You want to work with people that aren't toxic, right? You want to work with people that see the same goals, see the same future, that are also putting in the work and the effort, implementing, building. Yeah, someone else on a spiritual path, absolutely. Got High Priestess, that's Pisces energy, but you're using your intuition, right? You were right all along. You were right about everything you thought. And this is just confirming your intuition is correct. Trusting in yourself. Being pure. Having high morals, high standards. Being in your divine energy. Sacred knowledge. You know, and I'm just getting that your romantic bonds are strengthening, right? Because you're being genuine and vulnerable. You're choosing love over fear. You know, you could be getting excited for a new romance in your life or a new person. You know, you could be going out together. You could be going on a date, mingling, going on to an event. And you're getting excited about going here. You know, and I'm getting that this person could have been very stoic in the past. But they're learning how to be more understanding and patient. Or just knowing that they need to do that. You know, and this person could be an avoidant or a runner. You know, and you're learning that it's important not to chase them, right? Being calm and consistent is the best way to get your point across, right? This person wants peace and safety too, but, you know, they live in fear, so they run. And when you are not dependent on them emotionally or for attention or for your value or self-worth, then there's no push-pull dynamic, right? And there's no chaos, right? Learning to watch their patterns, right? And watching what they do, not what they say, right? And only responding if there's actual effort, you know, or if it's worth your time at all, right? They think avoiding is controlling the situation. But if you let them go, they're not controlling anything, right? They always come back because they realize that you didn't judge them for who they were after all. You know, and they will learn how to respect you and the connection, you know, when they start to calm their nervous system and they can feel safe and calm. You know, if that's what you want, you know, take it how it resonates. We all have free will. But you're not trying to fix or change them, but you are not losing yourself either. Right? You're not losing your self-respect, self-love. You're not changing your hobbies or your friends or your work to appease this person. Right? You're staying intact with who you are at a core level. And you're not chasing anyone. Right? You attract everyone. You attract all the things and all the people that are meant to be in your life. Going to get a hidden truth message for amazing Aries. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I hide behind material things. Also going to get an Akashic Records message. Let's see what message needs to come out for Aries. Forgiveness. Withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. It's time to forgive someone or maybe even yourself so you can stay on the path of your highest potential. I love that so much for you. And thank you so much for joining me here in the extended, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.